Premo ato medofo pa mema wa han mama akwaba kese ediaba Ashanti Prime TV Emra so sense ma mensa kan e wo man Ghana ne amahodo so ne edika editi asamufo asone so no akrichie ediagu krata so ediama me ne medeba besom se Prime ewia prem to brekase ensema ewia medeba besom ne dosu yie ne edima koti ni bini Vice President Her Excellency Professor Jane no Opoku Ajiman edin sembi ato abonten science na don kuma omra chebedwafie omoba no de ne yon monyamfa Alexander Fenyomaken enso akasa ensema ne ensema udopia kanam dia medeba besom se Prime ewia prem to brekase emi amaje penedi ewia kase boiba besom mediane Miss Nafsa timitwa me ho aba Afe Jebre na memfaka sibo inchemu ensomo Ghana mampenye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na bedi echiwe Her Excellency Professor Jane na Opoku Ajiman ene wakasa de ato abonten se ya aban no ene Roma asafo na eba beka bom na Legacy of Hope hospital no wahye no de akona wieye ene se yensi esie bie hia se ayaresa bie ibeba na ba bedu djuma no behwe na bia ya mpanifo aye adru bia na ban ene Roma asafo at Waso.
And I want to say that we'll partner with you. We will partner with you because you are not asking for anything for yourself. And that is why I want my few comments to remain. It should never be about ourselves. And I think that is how we lose our way when we put ourselves up and forget others. I have many passages in the Bible that I revere. But I want to refer you to one of my favorites. God, the scene is very interesting. God is going on a walk with Abraham. And I cannot imagine anything more powerful than God himself is going on a walk with you. Think of the contrast. The one who created the whole world is going on a walk with somebody he has created. But I want to congratulate all of you for being here for this event. And we can all see how God and how far God has brought us.
The completion of the Children's Hospital, the initiation and completion of the Marian Shrine, and the construction of a much-needed diocesan pastoral center. The Children's Hospital, like many Catholic schools, many Catholic institutions, will serve not only Catholics, but the entire nation. It is a work of mercy and a beacon of hope for all God's children.
Dia NPP amanyako ni mpanimfo bi akasa e de ato abonten se eye wona wayi wonanim se Frank Akrafo adibre no wopre e wa NPP amanyako num no wo munhwehwemu a waye eda na dipefe se nipa wodom yie pa se wanhwe yi ana se osusu se eye Frank Akrafo bredi bre no obetumi enya eyunmonyamfo Kennedy akompreko e Japan
2028 any game you suppose be brave about one thing but don't be brave be about but there you say e an nipa now from e an number that will form kakra into you also be brave go over 2000 sample size we are 3000 no matter you know ye di kan ye back we di kan for August 2025 yeah no ye di nipa 20000 ana ye from wa ye di ye di surgery medie enti me de betudwa e ma ye hu be bia na ejina na August die no ye de ba ye ne eye honorable Kennedy ni e Japan and an all leading at 41%, and a Dr. Mahmoud Baumia at 39%. And Brian Champon at 11 years, Edutuma 2, Kwabna, J. Japan 0.34. And only at April August. And yes, year be a very best case scenario. Best case scenario, nobody talk I said. Nipano, the candidate for no arguments the sun. Why Pano Betuma Bama? And I'm why so and yes, Nipano person to man on Behelo. Yes, be a focus among decided. Don't disclose, they read out to some of them, and you hear a certain percentage of them, and at the same time, you start picking because of the next alternative. 1 to a map for candidate, we are 1 out to a map, and then so you hear best case scenario. Till August, not all Kennedy or Japan. 51%. I not sure say obi to me every about one time. And Dr. Mahmoud Baumia for the best of 31. As a September dear, the worst case scenario interest of more decide is a winner event to a man. And a best case scenario you consider other factors. Now who want to me akudura and now akudrusi. Enti o hwe figures here screen is which means that in the best case scenario, candidate back open and as a September, which means 50 plus 1, which is Honorable Kennedy in Japan. As a September, all the candidates are Omo Kwako Pre Franca, Tufoni now, Kamboma, Obieri one man, Asa the net, which means any 50 plus 1, except Honorable Kennedy in Japan. Because the worst case scenario, when I'm 44, into August when you're 41, and we're increasing about 44. But engineer Pabne Japan, the message now comes amount for so to also any increase or also about the name Kakra. Until Anona make sure we screen this one, you're breaking it down.
Adeshima Mekoso Akinkan Kasia Bono Ejiamamona MP for ASHANTI West constituency Eyon Munyam for me Kukua Eye Boating and Wakasa Edia Bonte say Adia as your mushens you munam jumedi so what equated so a marine protected area Kuyana say jumedi oba bedine di neba beboa ama wana woteben empoano ahodo no watumi ahoba na afenso empoano dwumedi ahodo si yinam ewonso so wana wo kra yamadi afenso aba oman Ghana ne edi bi kwa ma ahodo so no wahwe se de be ye nsuo medine tumi akotosia basa ye bia na mente me ho asibia enkoso ewonso dwumedi so enti emre wode nse bi eto abonten wo se chirechirim de ato abonten se ya de asue yi emprempre o mani abiri ye pa so oman Ghana yensu anu dwumedi no obehye na manetu mpon yi sanse wokohwe amahodo so a eya no omompo no ya no mudikoni e ma honom eye kama nso e kama so be pie mu o man Ghana ha se a eye beaches ahodo no se bi obi kro ekọ beach otumi tam eye enwura edi free ne fie e de ekọ no nti wo be hye na sa ne ma we yina no so wodi dwumedie ya ba eye marine protected area dwumedie wodi aba se wona wote ben eye beaches ahodo no obehwe no wabon ho ba na afenso wona wotam eye enwura di free won fie so wodi koye mpo bi empo ebi ano no akwa akotu egu honum no behye ni wagya isa na ema ni nyina
owo ASHANTI West no ni in my east districts won't take hono ena hen enam ahoro especially enama no wihia Ghana manapa no wonzi epuimu akona ba na wae de wo pe bebi akoda na wadwene wo ho na waje wa ahoma dem ke 3 points baby a yehu eho na enam na wokogu na waje wa na nete trupo ni de eho na enam mbesi aforo wo fa yefu na wo mba enam besia owo bakra otu ni chefu no pa wodo kra oye namamba aha edwenum record aha 50,000 to 100,000 only enam besia wow enti yahwe ni emu de nansei no enam ni yahwe no afare no wo kopa wonya nam mbesiafo na we na mo adwuma no so no se menyifo no kopo na we nya na ma omo ho so we adwuma na okofo ma hochi no oye wae kase dodo ya faridom mo ho rechi ho ti ahwema na ehu de dameta damebie ye ho na nam no wokoda je wa ho na wotu chefo no wo nam bebre no ye de yensa beto ho na ya bo ho ban na ye nuanom no so we adwuma asan akoso bi enti tropical semono or marine protected area MP cabinet ama henkwan ajatum de yam kodo na de membie yam fra eho marine protected area impanyimfo bi wo ho technical advisory committee we di muduma amfi bebre na ehenso yebe ye ho na fisheries commission ye to han na more mankasa the minister ma konkro ni na do ye konkro 25 ma konkro ni na do kubiado ni afaridom ni na ekozi komo waja atu ayebe ye do ndwesi na anyi de wona asoma anyi de so ho waja atu de won efo no da hono yemfa yensa to da no ndo won so won to da ohia won bia wo ho
Empenifo binuma emma mofra yi edie ho nsem ehia won yi pa kasa ede ato abonten so besre ya so ye omohwe emma nkwada na afenso ye memma eyi edie nsem so se won hwe se abo abaya yi bi so te se 10 years 15 17 years ye de na ma ware no won hwe na sa na ema ni nyina won hwe na ano embrace wo man Ghana mu ase na afenso eye enkora wode won ho ehye nubone enomu no won hwe na ni nyina embrace.
We also encourage other young people to tell them that when they aspire and dream, they can achieve what others have achieved. And so it gave me hope. It told me that there is a future for this country where young people after our generation will be more than able and capable of taking over from all of us. Whatever your male child can do, your female child can do and even do better. And we've seen over the years that anytime women have been given the opportunities to lead, they have excelled. They've excelled in science, they've excelled in entrepreneurship, they've excelled in business, they've excelled even in farming and areas that traditionally were dominated by men. And so this is a wake-up call to all of us that open that door, keep the door open, support the girl child and make her aspire. And to the girl child, it is your moment to shine. The environment is right. You have a government that believes in your ability. Take advantage of it. Government can do as much as it can, but the rest falls on the child or the individual herself to be able to carry herself through. We will do our best as a government to see to it that that door is wide open, kept open, giving the needed support, make sure the environment is enabling to be able to support them. But they will have to take advantage of the opportunities we are creating.
National Youth Authority has a national youth policy which we try to make sure that it's being implemented year in year out, irrespective of the government that is in place. I mean, we engage in all campaigns against substance abuse, against drug addiction. So we're currently running a campaign with the Minister Lee, which is the Red Means Stop campaign. That is a campaign vigorously against substance abuse, such as red, really the most popular one. But any form of substance, any form of opioids, we are vigorously campaigning against that. And we are very, very, very keen on inclusivity. Talk about, for example, people living with disabilities, talking about females in almost everything that we do. So, for example, with the National Apprenticeship Program for inclusivity, we have about 45 to 50% being female youth. And people living with disabilities, between 5 to 10% of people living with disabilities are all benefiting from that.
Child marriage robs girls of their childhood, their rights and their future. It is a practice that must not be tolerated, encouraged or ignored. We need a proper learning environment to ensure more girls can access education and thrive. We believe that a direct conversation with His Excellency, the President, will strengthen our advocacy and amplify the work of Plan International Ghana in influencing policies for the protection and empowerment of children and young people across the country. Together, let us continue to create an enabling environment for all children to live and learn and lead. Let us stand together and boldly say, no child marriage, no to injustice, no to inequality. Let us say yes to education, yes to empowerment, and yes to girl leadership. Happy International Day of the Girl Child to every girl out there.
Ghana Free Zone Authority enyamfinshia edua sando ejina no so ehye ho fa kese pa ewa Ashanti Mantemu na adwumedie na se na ye Ashanti Regional Manager edema eye Ghana Free Zone Authority eyon monyamfo eye Samed eye Akalilu ekasa editor abonte se obesre se eye nnuma hodwo o mangani mu se eye kese se eye ketwa wo so obesre se mpen wo beba o maso eye no aba beje eye tumi krate betumi aboa ama odwumedie no akoso na se wo ye adwuma na se wo tumi krata eboa ma onyamfa so bebre ewo so ne kopa ne se wo ye adwuma na oni tumi krata de bia akra odwumedie no ade ayemhyehye ewo mu da ne da nyina nti obesre se ye adwuma no se ye kese ana se ketwa bra na beji tumi krata se de be ya nzu betumi nyamfa so ewo man Ghana ha se
wodi dwa na ye mika woni a wodi dwa woni a wodi bibi ka bibi ho na eda ne bibi foforo na ye di kɔ amanoni kan say bia obi a oye de friend manufacturing say bia banchi na watimi adane ne adane gari anasi e bia nkate na watimi anane amana adane granite paste sa afọ ni nyina mu ye wi a ensi ho a ewo se mutimi nya market anasi woni a obeto sa no ma no ewo amanoni wo qualify anasi wudi mu se wutimi gi free zone license na wogi license na ebo ma wonya mfa so bebre for the next 10 years emfi du untua the friend export duty no man na wo de cotton amano ni nyina emfa won ne dodo untua bi eto bia wo so for emfiedu enachire enoma wo kra firi amano ni a wo di be ye ebedane the friend raw materials no eno so untua bi bia for 10 years enumpo after 10 years a wo bi bia friend corporate tax Ghana ene corporate tax 25%. Nanso you say sense we free zone company nti after 10 years no wo tua ni 15%. The inti aban ye say ni say ye pese sika na wodi tua foto ana say taxes no eka wo ho na wotimi e buy wonwuma mu na watimi afa mabunu nnwuma na watimi nso anya bibi omunsa ka omo ano eno akire nso ye yesa no Ghana ye sika ebenya hoden esan say ye kra no ma na ye di ana say di boy ho brado do na ye kra firi amana na e masidi no na hoden ekofom inti Ghana aban pesi yetimi boa na Ghana for no yetimi eyiye normal ye di kwa amanoni na yesika sem atimi agina free zone authority ye free minimum capital requirement we ye say me na say business ye kitu akra ye nhye se e wo se wo be $1 million $100 million ansa wa beji ye license ye ni minimum capital requirement nti ye no SMEs anaso woni a wo business say ensumpo no etimi gi ye license ni bi no motimi anyamfa so bebre etimi aboa oman no say me say business here kitu akra ye nhye se e wo se wo be $1 million $100 million ansa wa beji ye license ye ni minimum capital
sani ebe ya adechire ebe ye de na ya kono enti enamra shebejene edema pro east abatu ompesu aso ye nwanyamfo Emmanuel Kwaku Buame ehhehye ya basubodi edwumedi edima akyerɛkyerɛfo a wo eye pro east abatu ompesu aso se de ebe ya wona wo ya ade wo bo homoden no mpanimfo nso behye no wabo won abaso ewo kwan sonko so na edwumedi na se no san so kasa edeto abonten se eye nema eye schools ahodua ewo East ehia nyina be mo adusua anasa ade kire nsem akoyie no obehwe no ade nyina so adommo
I am making to improve education improve East. I am establishing a scholarship program specifically designed to attract and develop the next generation of teachers from within our constituencies. This program will provide financial support to promising young people who aspire to be trained as teachers and are willing to commit to serving in our communities upon graduation. However, recipients of this scholarship will be required to sign a bond before the scholarship is granted. This bond will continue and apply a commitment period during which scholarship recipients will serve in schools within our constituency, particularly in our most deprived communities. This ensures that our investment in these young people translates into direct benefits for our communities who are privileged or underprivileged to be having teachers. Also, scholarships will be granted to some selected teachers who want to further their studies. This year, 6 teachers were granted scholarships to pursue further studies. 3 for masters or second degree and 3 for first degree. I promise to continue this. Next year, we hope to increase the number of teachers who benefit from this scholarship to further their studies.
These policies prove that sustained national effort is crucial in ensuring that teaching remains
NDPC Abedweku Afibiano or Boa Pro or my Ghana Fanambe Biano or Shempuntunuma Abane ye new to me ye any near went to me anye. Then they were Casa Edia to Abontes or Boa Pro share a year fit 2024 Puntunuma buying that there terminal edition shares where ya dear Mube Bray a came rema and they went to me anye sign Sika Semunti.
Yes, yeah, Kaine the Ashinamian Yamia de Yamiase, October month no, said the breast cancer month no. The breast cancer awareness so I can one. Yeah, this argument at Yamboa, the community sponsor. Nankoponia Duma said the medical breast cancer so no. Other medical check and say BP, high pressure, diabetes and so sugar. Ye checking in the aboni pan say obiya na ye ntem atu ho na mo afi wa your community also. Nyankopon ya aduma say the medical breast cancer so no other medical check and say BP high pressure na
Adishmai by to Akasi bonus in any or mine Ghana yadia so your mushe a yensu munamna films so a jimedie so any a year Gulf of Guinea and penning for Atna said on Sancha Shanti as Yapamase say what share say a year in Sio Sujumedia a yamana my minu edin queen of a faso beshe na mana my minuna a benyam faso na basabasayana mentime huase ain't me nc a year Ghana na fin Sugini entem a sign a year in Sio Sujumedianti.
It's like Grand African Nemo, which is a good opportunity for all the navies, coast guards, maritime administration in the area to work, to train on the means to fight all the illegal activities in the areas. We have put in place a sharing information tool, which name is YARIS, which is Yaoundé Architecture Information Sharing System. The idea is to connect all these entities, all this administration, all the navies, all the coast guards, all the administrations, the ministry also, in order to exchange the information, the useful information, in order to fight the threats.
What we have been working on here is the African maritime straits. We are not working on, let's say, the European maritime space. But what you have to know is the security of Europe also starts in the Gulf of Guinea. So let's say we might have the same maritime straits, but here the specificity is that we have trade like what we call IUU, illegal, unreported, and unregulated fisheries in our area. We have, let's say, piracy, we have armed robbery. At sea, we have drug trafficking, we have pollution, so environmental crime. So we are building skills to fight against all those crimes. But what you have to know is that a single country cannot address all these maritime threats just because they are, by their nature, transnationals. So what is going on, let's say, in Accra, might start...
Edon kuma mrashibe jefie bano dani eyo numunyamfo Alexander Afenyo Makin nene wakasa edi ato abonten se mredru se emebunu na ewo zongo no emra sonse ye kase ye hwehwe akrachefo a yenye bi ewo zongo nraba yenye bi ewo zongo na enkoba se koba na twitwa asem nko an ye kase mi wo zongo boys ewo ho no ma akọ from aba emredru se wo se yankasa yentu ye nhofo na se wo bi epe ye krachefo mran sie ayedo mo beye mapapa wo man Ghana mu asie be kwa kofa bi ewo zongo e abane mu nkoba se atutru asem nko na zongo ye be pie mu ho.
There are opportunities, so an initiative like this is welcome, and the issue you raise about the Zongo communities is not easy at all. The time has come for us to stay away from the language of I have my Zongo boys. The time has come for all of us to stay away from that language of I have Zongo boys. So you have Zongo boys, you are going to bring them to do what? But the time must also come for us to say I have Akrachifo from Zongo. I have Inrabafo, that you'll be proud that you have invested in them, so that there would be a better inclusive country where equal opportunity is felt and experienced by all.
Ebe ma Ghana mayoa emebunu teacher wana wo free esrem wana wo free marginalized communities and as a communities obi oho wa Accra has a companies ha ma ne proximity and as a closeness to institutions, to TV stations, to the light, to all the infrastructure na ebe ma na confident obi nso so ho free me mo shizongo eneba ebi anye mprempren mu say ya wonhia lawyer da onhia obi a odimu ohun mpanyimfo ana ne ho po chechecheche ope beebi de ne ho akotete ye pese e man teteye e wo communities no ma e mayo anu nso be
Presiding Bishop Edima Methodist Church of Ghana, Professor Asemu Ajedu, in Wakasa Ediato Abonten, se kame se galamse na empenifo pese yetu asie ne kwan bi so no ase ye krokro galamse no na ya science de aya amanyosem se no kwa no kwapa se empenifo pese galamse se yensa asie nkwaye na afensu yensu wensu ani pese yetu asie padia ena ne ni kwan se de ye amanyosem na afensu ni kwan se ye krokro galamse na wo se ye de ne the
chief servant of the Tema Diocese of the Methodist Church Ghana. Ebinum aye biko na yede adwuma na ahye nsa. Mo nsha se odidi wo mo a omo abesen kwa na tem. Omo abebi. Nti de omo ede agya no ombo no homoden na onye bi nka ho na nkwa animu. We have turned Galamsey into the arena of politics. I would say the politicization of Galamsey. And because of the politicization, we are not able to deal with it. Any activity affecting the environment or the earth that affects our drinking water and our food must be seen as a demon that must be cast out. So I suggest that the politicians should stop pampering the Galamsey.
Se me pese nyame adwuma ekoso a enema miensa na edi kan ba ko discipleship se be nyankofo a betumi asom nyame ye ne to so mienu ye accountability se asori adwuma ye no se ne ye bia no ye mankofo hu ebu akonta e kire omo emra ye omu nipa dodo na anye asofo ne asori ni esanse ye katakata dodo na katakata ne maso se basa mempa ebo ne se ade bia me ye bia no asoma no behu na afen so no edu bre bia ese mtumi call omo anim na me ko ka kire omo se adwuma mo de hye me sai se na mo aye se ne yaye mo pe ana se mo pe se mo de adwenkyire bi ba ne yina ne atoto na akoso ama bibia aye kama enti na afen so no holistic growth se de be yina betumi anyi abom na enkanka growth, youth development. A per se, you bet me attract the young people.
Fojoku kra ewo fra omantemu ewo mangana mu hasene nei na matna nkonwa na afenso timemufo a ewo honom akasa de omade hwede ato abenyenum se obepiemu ewo honom asebi ensu a wo benum yaade ho akwa atwe yie pa na afenso omakwan ehun nsensem enkoyi nti obesra aban se omra no me wonwa na emra wokasa no wo chirem se be se 50 years enye nsuo ehwa ya Japan ediamo na nke ye kakra na enne ya galamse no esan so say yensase yensu ane yenkwaye no krade na enne no atinke nsenkyere sensuo no nia wodi bedware kra na yade ho aye den ediamo adihye wo ho yie pa na afenso makwan akwan ne nso nyenyenyenyenyenyenye kra obi tiseka etu afri fojoku edi akokuro fufuro so anka wose yede 5 minutes eni dru ho mesen akwan yenyentu betumi edi be 30 minutes and I say 1 hour ewo honum to besra ban no so omra meye wonwa ewo sa na emensuo eni akwan
from their original settlement. VRE brought them, and these buildings have been put up by VRE. So the Ghana Water also provides us water, but due to, I think, almost 30 years ago, the water stopped flowing, and we have been calling on NGOs and other organizations to come to our aid. So from 2014, there was an NGO called Safe Water. They came to our aid and they built us some water.
That bind said, Yapanicho, Umbra for Joku, number so you soon a higher dream pine so dear. It's so any power, yen sua, yen to me, yes, yes, slap bind pa. So I'm the boy, Naomi, so saying to do so coima. Ah, Kayambra cry.
Challenges back quiet. The crew same a fire quan so your quan and your cry. As I say, a tall debia will be yari anajo. Na a banu critical say you didn't call hospital. Senia can a besifa atuni boasin. And yes, and consa. Now I was there or to speed and now to make her. Send a bit to me at the hospital in them. As you send a quan sometimes a better they answer a do on Nipano or be free.
We have a challenge of war in this community, so we want help from any other person who can come to our aid. And also our road network is also bad, so anybody who is watching and then listen to me very careful, we want the help from all over, friends and relatives who are far and near. They should come down and assist us to celebrate and make it possible for us to have a good potable water, drinking water.
Prime area pram to break us here and when you go so I will show you at once some this one if you my Ghana near the Niakwa Kupiemu, Ewa Mahodrosun Semu. Now what you chain now buying to go so Ewa Madagascar. Ama Edne yon Munyan for a year Michael and Woody a Madagascar mine and you say Oman Penny Nene, washa say up how a year so for no one a baby did Juma.
Also a good road network in the community.
From their original settlement.
We are say Elchomo Akono. You be see Elchomo Eba Christo chain. Na do mo banswa. You be see omo tra asodum na omunyi e wo asodumo. Enipa dodo na anyi wo bra nyamesom enkan enti na Ghana ye brei. Tell the people of Ghana that there is hope as long as we depend on Christ. We must not give up. If we look to the cross, God will help us. God is still with his people. He has not detached himself from his creation.
As new Prime Minister on Monday, Randria Nirina was sworn in as President on Friday. He had seized power a few days before in the wake of massive youth-led protests that forced out his predecessor. The new leader said he appointed Rajao Narivelo as head of government due to his experience and connection with international organizations working with the country. Rajao Narivelo is a well-known figure in the Malagasy economic and financial ecosystem. Prior to his appointment, he led BNI, one of Madagascar's main banks. Former President Andry Rajoelina has condemned the army takeover of the country and refused to step down while in exile. Lawmakers impeached the ex-leaders after he fled abroad over fear for his life. The current upheaval of Madagascar's political life is the result of a weeks-long Gen Z-led movement that erupted in September. Demonstrations started over water and power shortages and evolved into a broader protest against what was seen as failing.
Now, Chiemu and penny for share a dear mampenina about what she shares so our Cameroon. Ama and nay a year penny on Sujina say again to Neswaba, a year pneumonia for Isa, a year Chiroma, Akasa de Atwabontes, so Mugusua watching Yemu, a share penny for Becca, say a year. Ida se onu Isa Chiroma ene edin kunima na se eye omampanyina wote egwam sesia eye pobia ene edin kunim nanso Isa Chiroma akasa ede ato abontene se 43 years enie ene onmanyamfo pobia edi eye Cameroon man no so se omampanyini na se wantumi anya bibi papa bia se bi amfa ma eye Cameroon man dia na ne adri e wo se onmanyamfo eye pobia na nkasa ebu ne ho na wogya di brane to honom se omampanyini ono eye Isa Chiroma Cameroon
again addresses supporters and the national authorities while also calling the incumbent Paul Biya to accept election defeat. To the outgoing President Paul Biya, you have led this country for 43 years. History is watching you. You still have one chance and only one. That is to leave office with dignity as a statesman, to respect the will of the people. Do not end your reign with such blatant fraud. Chiroma also called on Cameroon's neighboring countries and other international partners not to remain silent. He insisted that their voices could play a crucial role in safeguarding peace in Cameroon. To our neighboring countries, particularly Nigeria and Chad, to the African Union, to the European Union, United Nations, France, to the United States, to all international partner countries. Do not remain silent. Your silence condones dictatorship. Your voice can protect peace. Meanwhile, the National Vote Counting Commission is hard at work verifying and compiling election results. Chiroma has also called upon the council to declare true election results. You hold the future of a nation in your hands. You have sworn to protect the Constitution and defend the law. Today, you are facing history. You can either validate the truth of the ballot box and give Cameroon the peaceful change it demands.
Channels Mame Seka Sieboye Chegu Ewo Facebook Live, Ashanti Prime TV, YouTube Ashanti Prime TV, and I think so TikTok, and say Ashanti Prime TV, which I know comment, while like in wa share, Eddie Amame. And some of the so much prime, maybe a prime to break us here, Nedo Sunye, near Dimakutini Bini, a Vice President, Her Excellency Professor Jane No Poku Ajmai, Edin Sembi Etua Bontain, Samson Adon Kumon Mashibe Jeffy Bano Denny, and Munya for Alexander Fenyo Marken, and so Eka. And same way in some audio peer canam de besom more el cassia bokwan so. Me a measure penny idea we are cassie way besom mediane. Mess now sat macrobia.
Ashanti Prime TV. Aha, and I'm not carrying the wall.
Ebusia, nukura ehia puma ansa na wanante. Na se nukura togusu mpo a eye ntro. Ensem pii ena etwagu ye monten so. Ye fiefiem.
Ashanti Prime TV. Aha, and I'm not carrying the wall.
Ebusia, nukura ehia puma ansa na wanante. Na se nukura togusu mpo a eye ntro. Ensem pii ena etwagu ye monten so. Ye fiefiem, ye nwumam ene ye media ne so. Nanso asembisa ne se, emu de ehe ena ye nokure. Enu nti na ye mpese obi biara etumfutrogu wani nti. Ashanti Prime TV mpanyifo ye hyehyɛ dwumade